Okay, now you were in a school council. You are the president of the school, and this is how you used to present yourself.
Yeah.
Right. So in what about most of your speeches? When I hear you talk about we thank God for. So what is your ground on Christianity as a student, as a young person as you are?
Personally, I'm baptized in an SDA. That's part of.
That's your faith.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I'm a composer of the songs, especially SDA songs.
Songwriter.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And then about the background, now the background of my Christianity, I began while I was in
You're baptized, you said?
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I began this in the background. I was baptized was it the year of 2017.
2017.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
So what can you say? What have you learned all these years that you have been in church? What have you learned as a child of God?
okay, what I've learned is all that God is there. That's what I just believe that God is there.
Mhm.
Actually, yeah. So there is, if I take sometimes back, I take you back a little bit of my life. There is a time I was so sick. Then I was in my former school that I did from.
Which one? Nakoiba?
It was Mirogi, St. Augustine Mirogi Boys in Mabe County.
Yeah.
Yeah. So when I got sick, it was around 7. Dad came to correct me. Then I asked God, why do this all happens? Dad is sick, I'm sick, mom is sick. Why this all happens?
Mm-hmm.
Then is one of our pastor told me, Alex, it is the time you to pray for you alone, to pray for yourself. Then I said, I'll give it a trial. At that time it was tough. Now, if this God is there, why can't He heal me early? And why can't He let me, like, mbona nifanye nipitie yote? Then I just went down to my knees and then asked God, forgive me.
If I've wronged,
Yeah, somewhere.
did you think you wronged?
Of course, this sometimes we believe that.
So when you are sick, maybe there's some mistakes you've done.
Yeah.
And those who have not done any mistakes and they are terribly living.
So that's how I believe.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So when I did so, actually after some while I was well, and so from there I just decided to thank God. And in every speech that I would make, actually, being in parade, being in any gathering, I start by thanking God first. This, as we have in this interview, if it was not the grace of God, then at the moment we would not have been. What if God decided?
God, they say that's the Christians say, and the Bible say that you organized this moment when you were in your mother's womb. Did not happen yesterday. All your life events was planned when you before you were born. That's the Bible.
The Bible says so.
Yeah, I knew you. I had a plan for you. God knew that this is gonna happen.
Okay.
He even knows the day you're gonna
Die.
leave this world.
Yeah.
So He knows.
So.
Okay. Now, what do you think now? Let's look at the young people. Young people nowadays are not going to church. Why?
First of all, if you try to look at to our country, there are a lot of churches. So you find that these churches, you just like don't know if I go to this church, are they worshiping the right God? If I think you can take a scenario that there is a little time back, a case that happened with Shakahola, yeah, of course. So you just ask yourself, if I go to that church, are they worshiping the Shakahola, the one?
But of course, when you talk about Shakahola event, that was people's choice. Like somebody told you, if you do this, you're gonna see God. And you read the Bible. Is there any point in the Bible that people were told, you do this, go somewhere fast and see God? So which means these people never read the Bible by themselves.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it is people's choice. I think the man who is in a custody, police custody right now in jail, is supposed to be released because that was people's choice. Everybody's talked to God differently, and according to the man, he talked to God, and God told him, take these people to this place, and they're going to see me. But because of their small faith, they did not see God.
But to me, I can say
so what do you think? Which is the best denomination? You can tell these young people, if you join this one, itakuwa poa.
Okay, at the moment I can't advise any, like every Kenyan has his
no,
own.
according to your view. That's your opinion, completely yours.
To my view,
yeah.
I can't also go against my church. I do worship on.
No, just give your opinion. It's your platform.
To me, I can just give to SDA can do better.
Yeah.
The reason being, at least on the Bible, which if we go there, it will bring a lot of discussion, especially to our Kenyans also.
No, it's your opinion. Everybody has theirs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
As we read the Bible, it says so. It states that God gave the 6 days people to work. And then on the 7th day, that is on a Sabbath, people to do what? To rest. That's what I know.
That's according to opinion.
Yeah.
All right. So you said, preferably, you can join the SDA, read the Bible, and will you see God? By any chance?
That one, no one knows. And no any man knows.
Okay, now going back home. When last did your father cane you, and what did you do?
I really recall. Was it class 7?
Hey.
Yeah. Actually, by that time, I was given pocket money.
You ate.
And then this pocket money, I intended to misuse it. And then I called back home. Dad
That's back when you were in primary school?
Yeah. So we used to be in boarding school. So when I came back home, when it was now time for after, that I called Dad, I have no fare back home. And then he told me, just look for the way home. And then a little bit, 5 minutes later, and then he called back. I've sent you 500 shillings for you to come home. But when I come back, when I'll be back home, I get you down. And
he ordered. When I get home and I find you, you will be lying down.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I was somehow asking, what if I decide this 500? I decide to go to any of my relatives. Then I'd say no. That's my dad.
Satan is trying you.
Yeah. Because now I have the money. Then I said no, it's my dad. Let me just go at just punishment for just short time. And when I came in, I found my dad there, and I was trying to ask, why? What will happen next?
And what did you do? Why was he caning you?
I misused the money.
Okay, finya hapo kwanza ndio. Unasema na record.